Hey, everybody, it's Darren Burt, and this is another edition of HQ Live. Hope everybody's doing well, staying safe. And we're going to be introducing you to some guys today. We're going to be talking about Riot. Now, the riots have been in the news. This is a whole different kind of riot. And if you're in the smoke shop industry, you know Riot. They have everything. So over here to my what is it? My right or my left, over on the side, is the two guys that are in charge of over there at Riot, Dan Talbot and Mark Staliano. Is that right? Pronounce your name for me, Mark.
It's Staiano, Mark Staiano. But good effort,
Staiano.
Dan, Don.
Yeah, Don. That's right. So I'm glad you guys were able to make it this morning. And tell us a little about Riot for everybody who doesn't know, or for the people who have been in a cave for the last 10 years. What's Riot all about?
Well, I'll take this one.
Yeah, I mean, basically, what we do in a nutshell is we have spent a lot of years. We're a 20-year-old company and have developed a curated collection of accessories to take you all the way through the process of consuming, preparing, and storing herbs, whether they be cannabis or CBD, always legal, of course. And so, we've got some cool stuff for every step of that whole experience and have a lot of fun doing it.
So did it start off as what's Riot stand for? Roll your own tobacco?
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of a prohibition era a company, but as far as what the name stands for, it roll your own tobacco kind of fills in as an acronym. Back in the day before there was any cannabis legalization, the 90s and the early 2000s, anything in the smoking space, any marketing was always for tobacco use only, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was on every single ad there was. If it wasn't, then you might have ended up like Tommy Chong or Chris Hill or who knows what. So that was important, but it's worth noting that we're really not about tobacco at all. Tobacco is it's not the best thing to be smoking, and we like smoking herbs. But Riot in Indian also means a peasant of the soil, which is seemed relatable. Yeah. And really it's derived out of the word crypto, which the very first product was the crypto kit, and that predated the brand Riot actually. But when you had by a little bit, when you had all the pressure from the feds and Operation Pipe Dreams, raiding shops, there was a lot of carryout or a fallout from that, around the country on the local level, and shops were very concerned about buying anything that had the word crypto. So we needed to essentially rebrand, and so kind of from the word crypto, you have all the letters RYOT in there, and it's a riot, according to Martin Luther King said, is a voice of the unheard. And so in the genuine sense of why people, are felt more compelled to riot, we're, very peaceful and not at all about violent protest at all. Mm-hmm. But we do represent a voice of the unheard. And our way of battling that is designing, was at least initially, especially designing products that could be used the way you wanted them to, in a way that was very discreet. And so, kind of conspicuously inconspicuous. And so, we wanted our products to be more than just products. They were empowering to people to be able to, take their smoke where they wanted to and destigmatize it along the way. And through discretion, you get some protection. So
what was the first product that you guys came out with?
The crypto kit. Basically just a it's a real simple concept, just a pocketable smoking system. You know, I was a big fan of the dugout in the 90s, but it had one major flaw, and the pipes would always get clogged. So how do you get a poker? You see, this is the one I use. It's
Yeah.
a little dirty. Still, after all these years, I love my crypto kit. It's my fave. So, but how do you get a poker into a pocketable smoking system? And so this essentially, you know, you've got loops for your bat, your lighter, and of course your poker and your pouch. So everything just kind of zips right up. Some odor protection, you know, that came along a little later, and just put it right in your pocket and looks just like a wallet. You could even use it like a wallet. That's kind of where it all started.
And you just mentioned dugouts. You guys are kind of known for dugouts and bats too, aren't you?
Yeah, it's funny when I first rolled out the crypto kit, which we still kept the style name of it. I thought that it would essentially take over the dugout market, but the dugout market, people love their wood dugouts, and so a few years later, I think it was 2007, we came up with an idea for securing the poker magnetically within the dugout, and I don't have one I think immediately handy, but so then we started making dugouts. We got the patent on it, and we probably sell more dugouts than I would imagine anyone in the world right now. So.
Well, I think the thing I think is really cool about your dugouts is that you have lots of bats that people can switch in and out, and they can collect these different bats. How many do you have now? There's
well, you know, that's an interesting point, because I think bats are a great way to smoke. They always have been. I think always will be. You know, similar to a chillum. A chillum, I think, technically is a bit bigger, but yeah, when you get to the bat level, there's a real opportunity to have some personal choice. Do you want a glass bat? We've got wood bats. We've got, you know, acrylic with you know, with aluminum bowls. So you know, it's an opportunity to really personalize your gear further, and yeah, the bat program, if you will, is certainly essential to both our dugouts and our crypto kit lines.
And it's a good thing for retailers too, because it looks cool. You have some displays. It looks really cool for them in their stores.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, stores sell a lot of bats, and of ours and of others. And so we have come out with some really cool displays that allow them to have like a variety in a way that's organized and sensitive to you know, limited shelf space that they might have available, as well as, you know, things just walking as you know, so protected as well from, you know, from theft and those kind of concerns that that retail shops have. We can't help you if they break the windows. That's going to be a whole different thing, but here's hoping.
So moving forward, you guys have, I don't know if I'd say technological. I don't know if you've gone that route, but you've got some pretty cool things that you've come out with recently in the vape market.
Yeah, man, we've had a lot. You know, last year was, I think, in the entire history of the company, by far our most exciting year of rolling out new products, really ever. We launched a vape line called Verb. Here's the dry herb vape. We also have a 510, but you know, we found a need in the market that wasn't being fulfilled. Combination of price point, aesthetic, simple function, utilities like having, you know, the poker tool and being very easy to load. You know, just little. Again, our lines are curated, so we don't cut that little corner that, you know, the guy off the shelf buying off the shelf and throwing a made up brand on it, you know, cuts. And so and by not, you know, cutting the corners that that enhance the user experience, I think that's kind of our secret sauce, you know.
Right.
This tube, we also started making rolled out a glass line last year. You know, finally something I always wanted to do but wanted to stay on the